It has to be, because it's not for everybody. You know, it's one of those things where you either love it or you don't. And if you love it.
And so I have a couple questions I want to ask you, and you can ask me questions too, but the goal is to see a different side of you, but also you have to answer the questions quickly.
Oh,
so
okay.
The first thing that comes to mind. Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Question 1. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Oh. Well, I'll start by saying they are both very hardworking, talented, successful, award-winning, beautiful, empowering ladies.
You see how she's setting this up?
But, if I had to pick one, Rihanna.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Star Wars, Star Trek, or Star Search?
Oh, hands down, Star Search.
Yes.
Hands down.
Ed McMahon, one more. What is the one thing you can't do no matter how hard you try?
Oh, one thing. Sing.
Oh, really? Me too.
Oh, I cannot sing. I won't even sing when I'm by myself.
Really?
I don't even try.
That's the difference. I sing to the top of my
lungs. Yeah, not me.
All right, you are listening to goodgirlradio.com, Good Girl Radio, where every good girl has a confession, and I'm excited about 2018. I'm excited about January, but we have a special guest with us, Tammy Hannah. She's the executive director of Origami. Welcome, Tammy.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Thank you so much for being here. And you are our first guest for the partnership with the Capital Area Women's Lifestyle magazine. People have seen your face blasted across the mid-Michigan area, and to hear your story and to hear really what you do. And I've had the opportunity to read up a little bit on Origami, and you guys just celebrated 20 years.
Yes.
But the level of care that you give your patients, can you tell us exactly what goes into being a part of this organization?
Well, it's amazing. I absolutely love being a part of it. Obviously, I've been here my entire career, which is going on 18 years now, and there's just something so special about our mission at Origami and the lives that we get to touch and the difference we get to make. I always say to people that, nobody plans to need our services, because nobody plans to have a brain injury or a lifelong disability. But if they do, we're here to be able to help them, and we're able to help them at all different levels, from individuals that may have sustained a concussion. We hear a lot about concussions, and all the way to very severe injuries where they may need our assistance around the clock.
And the interesting piece of, I believe, Origami, what I read, is that it's not just the physical component.
That is absolutely correct, and I am glad that you brought that up, because I think, what the eyes can see, it's so easy, right? Being visual and you see physical impairments, that's an easy thing, and that's something that people recognize has changed after they've been involved in an accident of some sort or been injured. But there's so much more that's not seen. The brain operates our entire body. And so if you think about your brain being injured, then you're talking about there's behavioral, emotional, cognitive type of changes, personality changes. We see that all the time too. So part of what we do is really looking at the whole person.
What is the one thing that you believed to be true, but because of life experiences, because of working here, you found out that it's not in fact true at all?
Oh, very good question. Well, considering what we've talked about, the top of mind thing is that, when you go into this line of work, you want to help people. You want to make a difference. You want to change lives. And I always thought it was a one-way street. I always thought that, I'm going to go and I'm going to help people. I'm going to do things for other people. But what I've learned through my life experiences, it's not a one-way street at all. I can reflect on all my experiences here, and every time I've given help or helped to change a life or try to make a difference, I've gotten something back from that too. There's that hidden reward too of just life experience of realizing that it really changed my perspective. All the years going through college and wanting to help people, and even growing up and helping my brother with cerebral palsy, I can reflect on all of that and realize I was getting something back every time I was lending a hand to. So
as you're talking and as I'm thinking about families that come here and things that we take for granted, I can only imagine that this job and working with these families and these experiences that they never expect keeps you extremely humble and grateful.
Hands down.
How humble, this sounds like a silly question, but how humble can you get? Did you, because I mean, even how I'm feeling, like your energy and your spirit, like it's just humble. And did you think that you could come to the place of humility where you are?
I've never thought of it like that. It just triggers, I don't know if it'll answer your question, but it triggers just the thought of not taking yourself too seriously, recognizing and seeing the good. And these stories and experiences that we work with each and every day, and the families that we're working with, and learning who these individuals were prior to their injury, I mean, they're all daily reminders that life can change in an instant. And what you know today could be very different tomorrow. And so it just gives you a perspective of, I think as humans we're always like wanting more, and the grass is always greener on the other side. And there's some significant stories and experiences here on a regular basis that make you just stop and think about how grateful you are for what you have, and you make the most of what you have.
Thanks so much for watching or listening to Good Girl Radio. Make sure you head to our website, goodgirlradio.com, if you are not already there, and you are following us on all social media sites. We're right at the top. You can like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter. We're on Twitter. Make sure you have subscribed to us on YouTube. One of our videos.
There are not so many single women out here.
Right here. Also, make sure you are following us on the gram. Last but certainly not least, we cannot do this alone. So, if you like what you see or what you heard, we need your support.